Again. Welcome back to Say No More Media. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can join the channel memberships now if you want to become a member. As always, today it's the off season. It's a lot of things going on in Colorado Buffaloes. In the show, I got to talk about some predictions about some bowl games we could be playing in. There's also some guys who don't think we could be making a bowl game this season. A lot going on in the off season right now. Appreciate you guys being in here. Drop your name, where you tapping in from in the chat. Let me know what's good. I ain't going to hold you any longer. I'm going to get straight to my first article here. I wanted to go over, as you see the thumbnail, right? All right, as it shows here, get to the stage real quick. All right, let me hide that real quick. So, after a 3-win season, the Colorado Buffaloes are predicted to play in the Hawai'i Bowl in 2026. On threes, way too early college bowl projections. You know how that goes. It's the off season. It ain't too much noise going around, so people got some time on their hands. So they just throwing around some bowl games, some projections. So the projection has the Buffaloes facing the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, who played in the Hawai'i Bowl last year and defeated the Cal Golden Bears. I ain't going to take it. I ain't going to hold you. Put me in the Hawai'i Bowl. Let's get it. I'll take any bowl after last year. I ain't going to hold you. Throw me in the Hawai'i Bowl, bro. Honolulu, Hawaii, wherever. I'm with it. Is a good Colorado Buffaloes expected to improve in 2026. So let's see here. Quickly after the season ended, the Buffaloes hired offensive coordinator Brendan Marion, who could become one of the biggest hires of the offseason. We know that. We've gone over Marion on our channel. Colorado's offense has struggled to find consistency, but can improve by implementing Marion's go-go offense. Pretty familiar with that, right? Although Seaton's departure is tough for the program, Colorado staff put in the work to rebuild the offensive line. The team acquired offensive lineman Bo Hughley, Demetrius Pancake Herner, and Jose Soto through the portal, all of who can compete to start. Two key offensive linemen are returning, and Yaya Ati and Larry Johnson III. All right. Article goes on to say quarterback Julian Lewis is arguably the most notable returning player in 2026. I'll probably say so myself after Seaton's gone. He is entering his second year and is the Buffalo's projected starter. He joined the program with high expectation as a 4-star recruit. All right, so way too early projections is that we get to the Hula Bowl. Now, what they do talk about in the article is the challenging to open the season, right? Oh, what up, Larry Lightfoot? What's good, brother? Good to see you in here. Now, what we talked about already, right, is the challenging schedule to open up the season. One of the biggest obstacles for Colorado to overcome and to reach a bowl game is the first couple of weeks of the season. So look how they trying to do us, y'all. I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy. 3 of the first 4 games of the season will be on the road against Power 4. Can you see that? Hold on, let me see. Can y'all see that? Hold on. Ooh. My bad. Oh, that's what I was trying to see. Is that clear? Let me see how that looks. Oh, that's kind of far. Hold on, my bad. No, it don't matter. I'll just read it to y'all. My bad. 3 of the first 4 games of the season will be on the road against Power 4 teams, including the season opener against the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Their non-conference home game on the Colorado schedule is Weber State, which is followed by back-to-back road games against Northwestern and Baylor. If you go back to our Big 12 breakdown, we know that's not going to be just a walk in the park. I know it sounds like Northwestern. I know it sounds, but if we go look at them, they had a decent season last year. When the Buffaloes get back, that means when we get back, after 2 straight road games, they will face the reigning Big 12 champions, Texas Tech, with several other pieces on the roster. We'll have to get on the same page quickly to gain momentum during a challenging start of the year, right? So I'll go over here. And, you're going to have people who believe what's going on. And I'm not saying that they're wrong or they're right, but then you got people who are questioning what we're going to be able to do. So this Yahoo, you already know we've had a up and down type of relationship with Yahoo. Let me see. Maybe that's how it looks to me. Oh, okay. That's way better. All right. The Colorado Buffaloes under head coach Deion Sanders have experienced both a winning season with a Heisman Trophy winner and 2 less than ideal seasons Can the Buffs and Sanders turn things around in 2026 with the 40-plus transfer additions and revitalizing coach staff led by offensive coordinator Brendan Marion? A turnaround seems plausible. CBS Sports Tom Fornelli disagrees with that sentiment, believing that the Buffaloes still have work to do if they want to get to a bowl game, right? So let's see what this brother had to say here. I got smoked. I thought I could bring the screen down right there. Got swung. That's tough. Let me see here. All right, let's see what he had to say here. Let's do. What did I just do? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. As always is the case, Deion Sanders and staff were active in the portal in an effort to reverse their fortunes. The problem is, like Boston College, Colorado is playing 2 non-conference games against Power 4 opponents, Georgia Tech and Northwestern, and both are on the road in conference play. The Buffs get both Texas Tech and Utah, though at least those games are in Boulder. Those are some tough games to give us in Boulder. It's difficult to predict how the Big 12 will shake out, but overall, the Buffs don't have many games against teams that finish in the bottom half of the league last season. Fornelli's point about the schedule was well taken, as the Buffs are one of 5 teams that will play 11 Power 4 opponents. Unlike Boston College, though, is playing its 2 non-conference Power 4 games on the road. So even our home games is going to be some tough opponents. A few big-time upsets will need to be a part of the Buffalo's resume if they want to reach a bowl game the opening stretch of the season. Without a doubt, tell a lot. They ain't trying to make it easy for us, y'all. It ain't going to be no walk in the park. All right, let me get here. I'll just see what's going on here. What's the word? Oh, we got... All right, we need to be 4-0 or 3-1 in the 4 games. Absolutely, we got to start off, but it all starts with Georgia Tech, and that 3 of those 4 games on the road gonna be tough. Appreciate you being here. Motivated, stop the cap. What's the cap, brother? 1-3 after the 4 games. Okay, he has predicted his crystal ball. Motivated has said, according to him, we will be 1-3 after 4 games. Why you think we're gonna be 1-3? Motivated talk. Let me know something. We in here. What up, TMFB? What's good, bruh? 4 or 5 wins max. Schedule is too tough. Very tough schedule. That's why I'm going over these articles right now. I'm definitely keeping it real. It's a tough schedule for sure. I'm not, making no promises here. We're going to have to work for everything we got. Hawai'i Bowl. Hawaii, bro? Oh, wow. Yeah. Way too early. What's up, Keith, bro? Good to see you. Oh, in other news, glad you're in here. Everything we've been talking about for this spring game, right? NCAA rejects new spring football proposal by Colorado. So again, this has been shot down by the NCAA. Let me get this over here so you can see the screen. So, hold on. My bad. Let me get over here. Get back up there. All right, that looks about good right there. Cool. All right, so in this article, right, we're trying to get that scrimmage against Syracuse. Colorado football coach Deion Sanders has pushed the NCAA for permission to conduct a new style of spring football practice by competing against Syracuse under Coach Fran Brown, but the NCAA said no in the 2025. They said no again in 2026. So we will not be having our spring game against Syracuse. We're going to have to beat up on each other again in the spring. Let's just go 1 offense versus 1 defense. Let's get some one-on-ones in there. You remember when Colorado spring game was on TV? Let's get it back to that. Everybody wants to see what's going on in Colorado. Let's give them a show. Last year, the NCAA's Division I FBS Oversight Committee noted the late timing of the request in March 2025, saying that it wouldn't be fair to other schools who already started or competed against spring practice and didn't get the same opportunity. This year, Colorado and Syracuse filled their request earlier to avoid similar denial, but were turned down for a different reason by the same committee. They basically said they ain't messing with us. We ain't getting no spring game against Syracuse. So, what is the NCAA? All right, so spring football games are practice between 2 schools are not permitted under NCAA rules. That's why Colorado and Syracuse had to request a waiver for that rule in an attempt to spice up the spring practice season and change it from its long-going format. Basically, long story short, they ain't messing with us, bruh. We back in the chat. Would appreciate everybody being in here. If you can hit the thumbs up, Let's get to the chat. 2-2. How do you do, fam? What's good? I'll take 2-2 for sure. Being realistic, I'll take 2-2. I can't go into my bye week under 500. What's up, Lil Fody? Boo Carter, Belt. Yeah, say no more. That's what I'm talking about. I'll take that bet. What's up, Yashua, bro? Glad you back in here tonight, brother. It's good to see you, my man. Schedule is rough, but I'm hoping that the team is better prepared and coaching a lot better. Schedule's definitely rough. They ain't giving us nothing easy in 2026. And I don't want nothing easy in 2026. So if we are who we say who we are, it shouldn't matter what the schedule looks like that. But being one of 5 teams who get 11 Power 4 teams that we got to play is crazy. I ain't going to hold you. I mean, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the goal is Big 12 championship and make the playoffs for sure. But then it's not going to be a walk in the park for sure. They winning more than 4 games for sure, brother. Yeah, I mean, that's the expectations. I mean, I'm always going to start the season high. I mean, we got, I mean, four games should be, that should be an afterthought. Not beating Baylor, Georgia Tech, or Northwestern on the road. Not beating Texas Tech at home. Appreciate that, brother. All right. He says those are the games we is not getting for sure. Yep, go one-on-ones. Yeah, one-on-ones would be great. Let's mix. We already do 7-on-7. Let's make the spring ball popping, bro. Let's give everybody what they've been looking for. Let's give all the viewerships what they've been looking for. Let's get it. Once they start 1-4, 1-5 players will either redshirt or sit out to the portal. What about the seniors? What are they gonna do? What seniors gonna do? Motivated? Are they gonna sit out on their senior year? Are they going? What they gonna do, brother? That's a good point. If you have freshmen and sophomores on your team, some of these guys, this is their last shot. Some of these guys had to fight for eligibility. Some of these guys, this is their last go around. It ain't no more after this. I would agree with your statement there, but it's kind of a little sit out for the portal. That's crazy, bro. I've never seen a team. I think every single game you're gonna get 11 on offense, 11 on defense, bro. What you mean they're gonna sit out for the rest of the season? How does that even make sense, my boy? They're going to have 11 on the field or an 11 on defense for 12 games of the season, bro. Nobody has ever put not enough people on the field. There's not even enough people on the team who wouldn't play the game to sit out or hit the portal. I don't usually get turned up like that, but that absolutely didn't make no sense what you just said, bro. No, I'm not mad. It just let's make a bet. Let's make a bet that there's going to be 11 people on the field for the rest of the season. We're going to have 11 and 11. You can't tell me that college. You can't even tell me that there's a freshman. I'm glad you made a point. Not mad at all, bro. Not telling me. You mean to tell me there's some freshmen that are not? If we're 1-4, there's some freshmen who's not gonna want to play. There's some freshmen who's gonna say, especially if they do this 9-game red shirt rule, right? You get 9 games now or something like that. You can play up to 9 games, brother, and still red shirts. You know they pushing for that, right? I think they beat Georgia Tech and Weber State, Baylor, and Northwestern. Winning, yeah, definitely a tough schedule. Definitely a tough schedule for sure. But 1-4, I'm gonna put you up there, Pop. You wanted that, you got it. Once they start 1-4 and 1-5 players are either redshirt or sit out for the portal. Tap in. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys agree that once we get to 1-4 and 1-5, that everybody's gonna tap out and leave and quit the team? I've played football, bro. I've never seen that happen. I mean, that would be crazy. I've never seen a football team my whole life, college, high school, where they just say, we're 1-4, we're 1-5, we're not playing tonight. I've never seen that before, bro. I've never seen that before. Is Ezra officially eligible? I believe so. I think he already had his hearing. I'm saying 7 and 5 or 6 or 6 for sure. Absolutely, bro. Being reasonable, not being overly anything. That's reasonable. You think we'll have 11 players in week 12, or you think everybody will quit and shut it down and say, this isn't working for me? You know what? I'm just gonna stop playing football. I can't do it anymore. You know, we're 1-4, 1-5. This isn't what I signed up for. Coach, the whole team has agreed to redshirt. That's crazy, bro. I'm gonna put you up there too. You wanted it, you got it, brother. You wanted it, you got it, my boy. What's your name? Motivated, Dedicated 98 says that once they start 1-4 or 1-5, players will either redshirt or sit out for the portal. So we will after week 6, we will not have a team. Right? That's what you saying? After week 6, we will not have a squad that goes out there? Is that what that means? They too stacked and more disciplined for sure, bro. We definitely upgraded for sure. Calling it 10-2 and 11-1. Now that would be amazing. Do I think we're going 10-2 and 11-1? That would be an amazing season. I think based on the schedule, we might have a couple more losses in that though. Just being real. Just being all the way real. I ain't gonna come on here and fabricate it. I ain't gonna do too much. I ain't gonna do too little. DJ Lagway with those 2 interceptions. We can mix it up. We can dial it up for him. We can definitely dial it up against DJ. Good point, brother. Seaton, I felt, started chilling down during the Wyoming game. If he hadn't came back and dominated the same, started chilling. Yeah, I put out a video on Seaton. I kind of felt like the writing was on the wall for him. This is not me being in Boulder. This is not me having like any inside information. It was just kind of how the season was going. What his, coming over from IMG Academy, those bro. By the way, y'all heard what's going on with IMG Academy, bro? They on demon time. Y'all heard what's going on with IMG Academy, bro? They getting that. I'm gonna look up that story, bro. They on one. Seaton has some tough games, but he's gonna have some even more tougher games in the SEC. I mean, but that's the type of challenge you got to give yourself. He's heading over to the SEC. He's gonna see better defensive linemen, better defensive ends. And if you're an NFL projected player, you want to go against tougher competition. Are you going to win every rep? No, that's not football. In football, you don't win every rep. Corners will get beat. Receivers will drop balls. Quarterbacks will throw interceptions. It happens. It's football. You know what I mean? So I think he did have some tough games, especially against Utah. But he shut it down. Last 3 games of the season, he shut it down. Now it's college football. You got agents. You're thinking about the next season. You're thinking about how your season's going to go. So he definitely shut it down and did what he had to do. It was best for him. Great point, though, my boy. Great point. I don't think this team of young men's personalities will allow them to shut it down. I don't know why a senior would shut down anything. I'm trying to get to the league. If I'm a junior, I'm trying to, doubt. I was just a little puzzled by that. Like, what do you mean by shut it down? Like they're gonna all say we're hitting the portal on you. We're not playing anymore. We're done with this. Nah, bro. That's not how college football works. There's a freshman that's gonna try to get out there for sure and be like, I'll play. Y'all don't want to play? I'll play. Somebody gonna play though. Come back too, motivated. Come back. Where you at? Don't get quiet. Come back. I'm here tonight. Come back, bruh. Come on home. Come back. Darrell Farr, what's good, brother? That game against Georgia Tech will show the Buffs are made of. Yeah, what Coach Prime say? We coming. I want to pause that, but I've been getting a lot of you don't need to, so it is what it is. We coming. For real, 7-5, 6-6, I can see. Great improvement from last season. Give grace. Great improvement from last season. For sure, great improvement. Winning above 500. Possibly make a bowl game. Get to the playoffs. Now, what we want is, we want to get to the playoffs and win the Big 12 championship. Right. Harden came in and dominated better during that game, so I figured it was something for sure, bro. Great point. Yep, it happens. Right. That's not my style. For sure. Hey, we might see a ball sack save game at MAC conference. Hey, Keith, they cashing out to move to the MAC is crazy, bro. They really paying all that chicken to move to the MAC. I mean, they must have a great financial plan because I was hearing they can't make any money from that. It was just it's an insane investment, but I guess they're going for that. You feel me? Channel distribution, my bad. All right. In my opinion, Buffs have more talent and tougher players this season. I agree with that. Ball State versus Sacramento State. Hey, I mean, Sacramento State played Montana last season. They had a couple, I'm not in. I don't know exactly what I guess they just want to join the FBS and whatever they can do to get to the FBS. That's what they're trying to do, Keith. A great point though. Let's just worry about Georgia Tech for sure. And that's somebody we can't look. We can't overlook Georgia Tech for sure, brother. Glad you in here. Freaky night. Oh, freak night for you. Freak night for you. Buffs need to take advantage of them not having much film on this offense with Juju. Yeah, especially come out to begin the season. Let's come out, and I want to see Brendan Marion being able to dial it up against another Power 4 defensive coordinator. I'm also looking for the motivation of the team, seeing what's going on, understanding, bringing in players who are going to play for Coach Prime Deion Sanders, who knows what the team is up against, who understands that a losing season could possibly see him not return to Colorado after this season. Let's keep it real. Could see Colorado decide to go in a different direction for a head coach. So we want players who are going to play for that. We want players that he brought over that are going to play for, that are going to play for the name on the back of their jersey, but play for Colorado, play for the team. You feel me? What up, though? Yep. What up, Sayo? What's good, brother? I actually like the starters on the O-line. If Gunner can pull it together, absolutely, bro. And with Gunner, he's going to be working with Marion to get exactly what he wants to. So they're going to be able to, I definitely see us running the ball this season, making it easy on Juju, not doing too much, not having to overly do anything, not complicated. Let the go-go offense do what the go-go offense do. Like, let it cook. Good point. Yep, just like TCU didn't have much film on them. I'm looking for a TCU start. I want that magic to hit back to Colorado like it once did, shock the world, and that does something for players. So when you go through this grind together, you come to Colorado, you understand what you're playing for. You understand what you signed up for too. Most of these guys, they know what they signed up for. And what we're banking on is that the guys that we got is going to live up to the pressure they understand they're walking into. The pressure like Shedeur Sanders stepped up to the pressure. You got to play like it's Shedeur playing for his dad. You know what I'm saying? Like how we got to step how that defense played in 2023. For sure. Lil Bucket, what's good? O-line can't be soft this season. No way, Jose. Not in the go-go. We got to plow and move. For sure. Say no more, my guy. We got this for sure, brother. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Welcome to the chat, my boy. For real, not allowing Juju to get bullied between plays. Yeah. Let's have Juju throw the ball 28 times, 30 times again if needed. But with the go-go offense, with the fifth quarter, it allows for him to have, that's why they're going to be able to get 50 or something touches if that's, if it's allowed this season because of the pace that we go at. And let's mix it up. Let's get the run game going. Let's get some dives, some power, some inside going. Then let's bring in the Scooter, Perry, Gibson crew, and let's no huddle on them real quick. 4 wide. Let's put the Galen Track Taylor in the backfield and make their linebacker cover us. Let's get it. My biggest concern is our front seven. How are they going to hold up against the run? And I've been stressing this a lot lately. Not in the beginning part of the season, and that's why I see what they're doing. They buried us with them top-ranked hog O-line players, them good, solid O-line, D-line players on the back end of our schedule when it's raining, when it's snow, when the skill players ain't going to really matter. In November, skill players ain't going to matter. I've been saying this for like a month now, just keeping it real because I know playing in that snow, Scudero and Perry is not going to matter. DeAndre Moore Jr. and them is not going to matter. What's matter is going to be Demetrius Pancake Hunter, Bo Hughley, Soto, Richardson, Damian Henderson, Richard Young, Michael Welsh, both pounding the rock in winter when it's snowing, when it's raining. I don't care what Cam Perry doing. When the wind is 28 miles an hour and the ball is going like this, when Juju throw it, it's not going to matter. It's going to be O-line versus D-line, the trenches. So, yeah, that's a fact, bro. Great point. Lightfoot, great point. I wish the NCAA would allow teams to scrimmage each other at least one game. Yeah, they came out and shut us down, bro. They told us, let me see, the reason for denying there is apparently that's why Colorado, let me see, asked to declare a calendar subgroup of the same committee has been tasked with this reviewing the college football calendar for possible changes in the light of new challenges associated. They trying to figure it out. I guess they're trying to not give no teams advantages over another team. That's what I'm seeing from this. Oh, that was crazy right there. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me get out of here. I don't know what's going to let me exit stage left for sure. Teams did that last season with all the quarterbacks between plays. Some O-line units don't play that bucket right. Absolutely. Yeah, bro. Our good weather games, I want to see our skill players dance. I want to see Juju spin it. I want to see Georgia Tech come out there, put that ball in the air. But in November, late time, when it gets snowy, when it gets sludgy, when it gets cold, we got to be able to run the ball and stop the ball on defense. Great point. Defense must be dominant like he had at Jackson State for sure. Yeah, give me 2024 vibes all over again. Yeah, let's lead the Big 12 in some sacks and let's get to it for sure. Hunter and Gooden coming down. Yes, sir. Put some syrup on the matrix. No, I was crazy. Never mind, bro. That was crazy. That's a good point, brother. Seemed like the negativity been getting towards each other. Prime in this message this morning. Seems like the negativity getting towards Coach Prime with the message this morning. Yeah, bro, I've been watching so many shows today, bro. Honestly, that's what I should do. It's just so many channels that's out right now, bro. Like, now I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not a glazing channel. Like, I don't glaze, bro. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna keep it real, right? But I'm going on some of these channels just watching, and it's just like, I really feel like there's a difference between being able to criticize a football team, which you got to be able to be held accountable, and the stats don't lie and film don't lie. You can say whatever reason why something don't happen, but on the football field, it's X's and O's, and it's film and it's stats. If you give up 400 yards on defense a game and 30 points per game, you're a bad defense. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, somebody wasn't. It doesn't matter. We were a bad defense, and it's okay to call somebody a bad defense if you give up 400 yards and 30 points per game, right? That's football talk. But all this personal stuff going on right now, bro, people taking shots at each other, people talking crazy. It's crazy in these YouTube streets right now. You feel me? Like, and I like to jump on and support a lot of people. I'm not going to say support. I like to jump on. Yeah, I do support. I like to watch them, but sometimes it gets a little crazy, bro. It's hard to watch because sometimes you just can't mask how you really feel about something. That's okay. You have your opinion. You can feel how you want to feel about Colorado football. But we're still dealing with the same stuff now as we did 4 years ago. You know, it's not about whether they're a good football team or not. Some things is just about not liking the way certain people do things. And that's a real thing. That's a real thing, bro. Not liking how people do things is a real thing. We're good. We need to work on special teams. We gave up too many points. Yeah, we switched our special teams guy out too. Dude with the glasses. He had the real strong accent from Louisiana. Wish him well for sure. But yeah, we made a lot of changes. Them fake punts and everything last season was tough, bro. Most channels fell off for me. It's cult vibes for most. You don't seem like a hater, no ways. Yeah, I like to mind my business. Like, I like to mind my business. Unless it's something personally directed at me, I'm not in Boulder. You know what I'm saying? Never met none of these people. You feel me? So most of mine is just me coming from, I try to stay just mutual. Sometimes it's tough because you deal with it on both sides. And I'm going to keep it real. You deal with it coming from some Colorado fans who are just like, you can't say nothing about nobody. Like, nothing's ever wrong. Like, and if you say anything is wrong, and I experienced that for the first time, it kind of threw me off because I'm like, man, y'all can't represent Coach Prime Deion Sanders like that. You can't be out here getting at everybody who doesn't agree with 100,000% something he does. That make the program look bad, bro. That makes our fan base look bad when you have a group that just hop on and just Jordan Seaton's hitting the transfer portal. Fake news, fake news, fake news. What are you talking about? You don't believe? Who you? Oh, get this dude off of YouTube. Oh, he would never leave. It's just like, bruh, who told you? Now, do I jump on here and say you look crazy when he did? Nah, because it's not that serious. That gotta stop. Like, bro, it be getting people be on demon. Like, for real. Hey, we have a black kicker. Our special teams would be awesome. Keith, I ain't gonna hold you. Black kicker is crazy, but salute to the black kicker trying to get further. I'll definitely say we're gonna get some depth at kicker too, though, for sure. You got to be able to kick in that win, baby, for sure. Good point, Keith. It's the truth that our roster only have one field goal kicker, one punter. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna add something. We might be looking. I hope we do. I mean, kickers they usually don't get. They usually are pretty healthy throughout the season or whatever, but I think we could add some more. It wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I only critique Coach Prime. Hold on, let me go full screen. The hell? Oh no, I'm tweaking. No, that's way too close. That's crazy work. Yeah, I only critique Coach Prime X's and O's, and some coaches need to leave, but other stuff these YouTube channels talking to about tripping. Yeah, it's gotten crazy, bro. It's gotten a little ridiculous for me because at the end of the day, personal feelings about somebody is personal, right? How you feel about a person as a man. But at the same time, you look crazy talking about another man all day, bruh. Like, for real. Not to be like that. That's what I'm saying. You can't overly glaze too as a supporter of the channel. You just got to be real. I think people respect real. And some people ain't even gonna. You could be the realest person there is, bro. You're not gonna make everybody happy, and that's okay. But it's just, I just went from, there's a lot of channels that are just like, will not put out stuff that's true too. Like, and I understand that a lot of stuff you got to control what gets in and control what gets out. I understand that, but don't make it look so bad to where it's just like people are seeing what we're seeing and you're making us look crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like we just didn't get belt last season, trying to act like that's like saying we went 3-9 last season. Damn, we weren't a very good football team. And you tell me you just don't believe. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, don't insult our intelligence. Coach Phillips, for sure. I think Coach Phillips with Brendan Marion, Coach Phillips has been moved to strictly outside receivers. Correct me if I'm wrong. And my boy in the slot is the slot receivers coach. I don't know why I'm missing his name right now, but he's rolling. He's taking care of the slot. So they've kind of, a lot of the stuff did get addressed in the offseason. Right. That's unrealistic. Folks be super strange. It gets crazy. You should see some comments I get sometimes, brother. I usually let a lot of stuff. I'll post comments. Cause I don't be tripping. I don't take it personal. It gets wicked though, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It be getting crazy. Have I left some crazy comments before too? I think maybe when I was younger, I probably was like that. I understand it happens. I probably went on and spazzed out on somebody before too. I ain't gonna hold you. We don't have ST coach, so I don't know about that. We need coaches on the field. Is Buck still there? Who is Buck? I think you know who. Those type of Colt fans are called. Yeah. I see that. I don't like that word though, bro. Like, don't ever call. Like, I be hearing the way they be running, they be loot. How y'all feel about that, bro? How you feel about that label right there that's been put up out here in these streets, calling people that? See, I'm a reasonable person. I understand what the audience is being that's talked about that because I've experienced that. I'm not gonna call anybody that, but I've experienced that where I'm talking about I don't even know you, bro, never met you, nothing. You coming to me like they basically talk like I'm here sitting right next to Coach Prime himself, Deion Sanders. I'm here to tell you right now, Jordan Seaton will never leave. And for you to be out here spreading this fake news, you're the type of channels that make us look bad. That crazy work, bro. It gets crazy. But I don't like that word though. Like, you gotta, that's crazy to even create something and call people that. I ain't gonna hold you. When Coach Prime leave Boulder, the fall will be evident. Yeah, I think there's a mix right now on people who are like, get the show out. You know how people only are cool with you and what you're doing for them. What have you done for me lately? That's the world, right? People are like that. The world's like that. What have you doing for me lately? Some people be like, Boulder. Let's not saying that there's kids that's been in any trouble there. Their highest GPA, they graduate. Coach Prime cares about getting kids to the next level. He understands that only the 1% of the 1% are going to make it to the NFL. The football team isn't out on campus destroying and looking crazy. They represent the program the right way. But it can eventually get to, we're not winning. Hey, let's go in a different direction. We tried this. We gave it 4 or 5 years. We did it this way, the Coach Prime way, which is a unique way. Nobody else do it like that. You know what I'm saying? They might just be like, we're just going to change over. We might go somebody in Colorado, they might just go a completely different direction. That's a great point, though. A D-line coach and Buck was the kicker with Mata last season. Oh, for sure. Appreciate that. Oh, Buck. Okay, yeah. That word's crazy, bro. That word is insane. That word, and not because I feel like that's me, but it's just that name is just wicked for anybody. Yeah, Buck Buchanan is gone. Oh, okay, for sure. The black kicker is the new kickoff kicker, which is dumb, but they have Colorado for you. Oh, he's a kickoff kicker. So we still don't have a field goal kicker? That's crazy. Okay, appreciate it. Buck out of here. Yeah, Buck got further, bro. He got on. Do you have a copy of the depth chart? Buck is a kicker. We have to carry 2 on each special teams. Teams have 2 kickers and 2 punters. I know they do have a Colorado football depth chart online for sure. I've looked at that plenty of times. I don't know how updated it is. Let me see. Let me see how updated the depth chart is for Colorado real wiki. I know that ain't the depth chart for sure. No, that's 2025. Is this it? Let's see. Dude, how y'all doing tonight, though, bro? What y'all watch today? What's new? What's new around the Colorado world right now? What's the word? Oh, they got a cool. Let me see. I don't know how this might be. Let me see. Oh, look like somebody put some work in on this thing right here. Can y'all see that? No, because I ain't shared the stage, Dumbo. All right, let's take a look here. Let me see. I'm gonna make this full screen. I'm gonna go here. All right. So right now it looks like Javon Richardson. Buck is okay. Yeah, Javon Richardson, Yada, Demetrius Pancake Hunter, Soto at center. Kenny, McFadden, White, Bell, Taj White, Bell, Atkins, Kopitz, Clements. Can y'all see that? Does that look good right there? Let me take this off the screen. That's kind of oh shit. Let me go here. Let's find that. Let me go here. Looks like somebody put something up there. Let me see. How that look? All right, we got Scudero, DeAndre Moore Jr., Joseph Williams. Okay. Quinnell Farrakhan Campbell. Okay. Lewis Wilson Salter. That's crazy. Michael Welch, Richard Young, Cam. I think this might be a blend of last year and this year because I'm seeing some guys in there that I don't. No way. There we go. Defense. Oh, let's go defense. Okay, see what the defense talking about. This defense is crazy right here. I ain't gonna hold you. Not to be. I mean, let me see. I ain't gonna judge too early. Hold on. Jaden Hardy, strong safety. I'm always respect people's opinion. Jaden Hardy, Stokes at free safety. Okay. Fontenette at the nickel. Hold on. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. DJ. Oh, yeah. So this is just kind of put together because DJ McKinney still ain't even here. So they got Creed Thomas, Baltimore Kamar, Kim Wiggins. I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of wicked. Not gonna hold you. That's crazy lineup right there. Not gonna lie to you. Let me see. Is it? They got full. That's the full. Oh, they did pretty good. They didn't do too bad. That look all right. That don't look too bad. Salute to whoever put this together. That don't look too bad. Yeah, this chart. I mean, they got some names right, but some of this is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. What'd I do, bro? All right, there we go. All right, my bad. Yeah, that depth chart looked cool. They kind of had a mixture of a lot of things in there, though. Let me see. All right, Dion is the culture behind him. When he leave, Boulder, the spirit, and the coach are leaving too. No players coming there. See you. See, he said they wouldn't see you on the ban list. That's crazy. Yeah. Nah, that list was crazy, bro. I just seen that online. I typed in depth chart and seen that, but that's crazy. So yeah, Soto at center is wicked. They had DJ McKinney and Stokes at free safety. So yeah, that's definitely just something they get off that website now for sure. They had some paces up there, like some players, but I don't think they finished. Finally, their bench should have been Crosby helping recruit a top 3 in the country. They sleep sometimes for sure. Talking crazy about Dion is taking a shot at the culture. We affect things in strange ways as a culture for sure. Defense crazy. They haven't had a freaking practice for sure. All right. Yeah, I don't think that whole website, yeah, it was kind of a little mix of everything, bro. Boo Carter is a dummy. He's gonna cause problems. That's a great point, bro. I think Boo Carter's in a great place. I don't think you've ever seen a player get in trouble at Colorado. Have you? Have you heard of any players at Colorado, like any off-field stuff? I mean, it kind of depends on. I think that's why he came to Boulder, because you got somebody like Coach Prime and a good support system. What's there to do in Boulder to get in trouble, bro? You feel me? Like, I think that's one of the reasons why his mom probably wanted Boo Carter in Colorado, so that, you know, you don't want somebody with so much talent like that to end up, you know, wasting his career on anything off the field. So you get to Boulder, Colorado. What more can you do? I don't think Coach Prime, Marion, all those guys are the type of personalities to allow a player like that. They will look at him so crazy, like, you really gonna throw all this away? Before it even gets that far, bro, he won't even get on the field. So he can cause problems if he want to. He gonna mess it up. He ain't gonna see the field. That's one thing we're not gonna let happen again this year, bro. We ain't gonna have. Not saying anything happened last. Yo, just give a chance. Yeah, for sure, Pallet God, for sure. I think. Yeah, I think he's good, bro. I've seen him supporting his teammates. I've seen him being, you know, I seen him. I finally see him smile. Now I didn't see him smile for a minute. I didn't see him smile. I was like, oh, that's big belt Boo Carter right there. But I think he's in a good place. I think he's in a good situation. I think he's surrounded by some good, positive role models that's going to help him. I think leaving Tennessee is something that he needed to do if he wanted to have his career go. Now, as Boo Carter does what he's supposed to do and lives up to his expectations, he should be playing on Sundays in a year or two. Maybe come back for another year. With the portal, is he coming back to Colorado next season? You know how that goes. We're gonna head into another free agency. I want him to come back, but I think Boo head is together in Colorado. Me too, bro, for sure. Hunter at center. I think Gooden gonna rise. He must have been the best or worst because he didn't leave. I think he gonna shine for sure. Me too, brother. Absolutely. Bo needs to be at running back first, controlling the clock. Yeah, you know. Now the last great jersey we had was Isaiah Hodge. He did actually play both ways last season too. Grinded, worked hard, but there's definitely an upgrade at Boo Carter for sure. Like Boo Carter can slide at receiver or running back, or just giving him some jet sweeps, getting him in motion, giving him some quick screens, giving him some bubble passes. Line him up in the backfield though, give him a counter, let him get a misread, let him get on the edge. Boo Carter can slide. I think he might be one of our top ranked offensive players on the team, bro. No cap, especially at punt return too. He get busy for sure. The defense going to be serious this year, especially the back end. Absolutely. I want the defense to be good, and I want our depth pieces to be right there too. So I want our second team to be challenging our first team. I want our second team to be putting belt out there so that when we do have injuries, because it's a part of football, we step in and we don't miss a beat. Boo Carter, okay. BYU has a wide receiver with allegations, bro. Allegations. You see what happened with IMG Academy, bro? They on demon time over there. I ain't gonna hold you. IMG Academy is on one. Yeah, that depth chart was crazy right there. Let me see here. Oh yeah, you think Boo? Hey, wouldn't it be crazy if he gets the first carry of the season though? That would be crazy. That would be crazy if Boo Carter got the first carry of the season. If it's me, you know how we like to give the freshman the ball the first game of the season. I'm instantly if I'm Brandon Marion, I'm instantly dialing up the play action, going over the top. Ernest Campbell, first play of the game, bruh. I'm putting Cam Newton in there as the running back. I'm putting one of our freshman wide receivers, Jacob Swain, somebody in there. I'm running the fake quick screen to Jacob Swain, telling Ernest Campbell, get out of there. Over the top. I think pregame dropped a video earlier too, right? I think he did. I didn't get a chance. I mean, I took a glance at it earlier. I might see what he got going on over there real quick. Let me see. Hold up. If you guys can hit the thumbs up too, appreciate y'all being in here, bro. For show love. You get a chance, if you can hit the thumbs up for me. When you get a chance, really research our roster and find out about the special teams kickers, because that's going to be very important in close games for sure. But Vibes, what up, Brody? What up, fam? What's the word? You can't do that with this fan base for sure, bro. Cam Duncan, what's good, bro? Oh yeah, no, you was talking to Vibes. My bad. I just loved it. Like you was talking to me. That's crazy. I was like, "What up, bro?" No way. All right. Looks like we might. Again, I'm about to do a live reaction to the "What is your view in life?" Position coaches preach to the team. I really didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing earlier, but I know this came out earlier, so I'm gonna do a live reaction to the pregame network. Go like, comment, and subscribe to their channel. I will be pausing and reviewing, but some of you guys said I bumped my gums too much, so I'm gonna let the video play a little bit more this time. But I will be talking though. I will never stop talking. But click the link. Let me see. Let me click this. I can't click the link, bro. When I try to click the link, it just puts your comment up there. Yeah, I'm trying to click the link, bro. It just puts your comment on the screen though. I'm gonna get to your link for sure. I don't know. I'm trying to click it, it ain't working.
Morning. How we doing? Great. You ready? We good. Great. You ready? We good. Great. Always so great.
Another thing that's opportunity.
Another day at work. Anybody on this side? Woke up this morning.
Yeah.
I had a nice Valentine's Day.
What you do?
I got you. I will.
I took my girlfriend out to Black Belly. It's a restaurant over on the Rapid Hub.
I heard about it.
That's her favorite spot.
Let me see here. Campbell, Mathis, Ward, Scudero, tight ends coach. Is that the running backs way up? Have the running backs always been all the way up there? I see Jaquel, Richard Young, my boy Darius. Shout out to Darius, bro. What up, Darius Brody? Oh, I liked it already.
Yes,
What do you mean?
me personally, I had some spatzel. I love their beef tartare.
Black folks know what's best.
Yeah, so spatzel is like a fried German pasta with bacon in it. It's decent. I had the best pork tenderloin of my life.
Pork tenderloin, okay.
It was really good. And then they have a beef tartare, which I really enjoy.
We definitely don't know what it is. Anybody else? Who had a great Valentine? Ain't nobody thinking you ain't know what y'all some. All y'all got NILs, ain't nobody thinking.
Nah, bro, they locked in. They ain't going on no dates right now, bro. They too locked in. Coach.
I had a good one. My family came to see me. Yeah, so I had to see my wife or my children in about 6 weeks. So they flew in Friday night. So it went by too quick, but we had a good time and went up
Nibbling.
to Estes Park.
And that's why they call him Coach Niblet. That boy was over there nibbling.
I went on a little hike yesterday. Went out to eat. Yeah.
Did you see the what they call the big thing?
The llamas.
Yep.
No, we saw llamas at a gas station. Yeah, hopping around everywhere.
That's crazy.
No, didn't see any elk, but we saw llamas.
You had a good time?
Yeah, we had a great time.
Right.
Anybody else Valentine? Anybody do it big on Valentine? Stand up. Show us the picture how you do it.
I wanted to surprise my girlfriend and watch the lacrosse game.
You surprised your girlfriend with his lacrosse game.
He loving it. Got Manu right there. We're doing a live reaction to the pregame network. If you have a chance, go over there, like, comment, subscribe what they got going on over there. Let me see what they're talking about. This is a different angle. I always got to see the different angles because I know some of this speech I did hear yesterday from, I think that was this channel was, no, probably Darius's channel, but you just get to see different angles, of people and stuff. So I'm going to check this out. I didn't get a chance to look at this yet.
Nah, I mean, that's probably know I was coming.
Because you played lacrosse for it.
You played lacrosse.
Oh, see, you just got to explain that.
Yeah, I thought he was taking somebody to lacrosse.
Nah, like, I was coming to the town. Like, I went Friday, and I was there. So, her friend came from the airport.
Then you flew in.
Yes, sir.
NIL is good, ain't it?
No. For offense this week,
They getting that cheese.
the word is execution. Okay, that's our mindset this week. Finishing, completing our work, taking our relationships to getting to.
Coach Swayze over there standing like he ready to go run somebody. Suez, he ready to go run somebody 1,500-yard dashes right now and 500 up downs. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, we all know Brennan Marion is one of the highest players. I'm gonna say player. He's the highest transfer portal addition period that we got this season. Coach, and he's a coach. So that just what comes with Colorado, bro. Other programs, it's gonna be, oh, we got an offensive coordinator, but it's just 10 times magnified when it's Colorado. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a bad thing. I was listening earlier about dialing it back on showing so much at practice, but I think good teams are not going to reveal the playbook to you. They're not going to come out against Georgia Tech and show on first down, this is the play we're going to run. On second down, you can pick up little stuff from film, from practice, but it's just like if some Georgia Tech's already scouting, put the wide receivers on Georgia Tech is scouting our corners right now. They're looking at Eaglin's tape from James Madison. They're looking at Amodia's tape from Lamar. What you're going to learn from a player, you're already going to study on film. Now, there's stuff saying, you guys heard the media, the channels that are saying, like, I know Matt Macheski was saying, stop showing so much, stop showing practice. But I just don't think, I think one-on-ones is going to be one-on-ones. You're going to pick that up in film anyways. You feel me? But, yeah, I think there's certain stuff. It's like if you're out here showing the playbook and what we gonna run, then that's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna hold you, but I think you just gotta limit. I think you can still do it how you doing it in Colorado. You just gotta limit what you show.
Results. Okay, so we've been spending time talking about our whys, right? And that's very important. But we have to absolutely want to be the one and win in everything that we're doing and complete our work. And then talking about not giving the other team the football, not taking sacks, not taking TFLs, not having negative plays, and then winning the game with explosives, touchdowns.
I went somewhere this weekend. I think it's Colorado Springs, and I'm sitting beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to that too. I'm trying to click your link, bro, but I really, what is it? What is it? Something I could just type in? Let me see. Hold on. It says I can put user in timeout. That's crazy. Put user in timeout is wicked. That's insane. Exactly. I think Bucky and Darius know what to show and what not to show. Yeah, not for sure. Copy and paste the link on Google. Yeah, like it won't let me click that link. Yeah. Yeah, I think some things it's like I don't think we're gonna come out and literally just be like, hey, let's show the first 10 scripted plays we have on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's going to be the case on for us in 2023. So some stuff just, like I said, it's always it's a full roster. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely trying, bro. I don't know. So the net. I appreciate that, bro, for sure. Good looking. I'll get it together outside this. For some reason, I can't copy and paste the link on my end. I don't know. It's only showing it as a comment. Smoke.
And
Opinion?
Vegas.
Who's that dude? I love to see the go-go work on the power forward level. I know it worked on the lower level football. The coaches on this level makes adjustments really quick. Yeah, absolutely. And I think the best thing about what Brennan Marion is going to do this season is he's going to really be able to dial it up with stuff we ain't even seen yet. So I think he's just getting started, bro. I think it's literally just getting started. I don't even think we've seen half the stuff. Like coaches continue to evolve too. Like that could just be, stuff that you're studying on film, stuff that right on. I will, bro. Right on. Stuff that Georgia Tech is even studying for. There's stuff that you get on the team with like Colorado. You get on a roster like Colorado. You see what you have. We could see plays he's cooking up right now that mesh combats, combo routes together. We can see 5 wide with just Richard Young in the backfield. So we're lighting in the box, and then we get Richard Young. He got one person to miss. There's so much that he's gonna be able to. The thumbnail was A1. Right on, brother. Appreciate that for sure. Welcome Oh yeah. What up, Clint Moses? Yeah, so with Brennan Marion's offense, I think we're gonna see stuff we ain't even seen before, bro. I think he's gonna be able to utilize his personnel. He's gonna be able to see who he has right now, and he's gonna be able to go out there and go crazy. And I feel like you get a DeAndre Moore, Scooter Rowe, even Zach Atkins, bro. Then the best thing about this go-go offense is we get to talking about all of the Cam, the Cam Perrys and the Scooter Rows, DeAndre Moore Jr. and the Campbells, and them ain't even gonna be the ones that's gonna be lighting us up. It's gonna be we rolling that safety over a little too much. Zach Atkins getting Dougie down the field, getting dig. So now we know Zach Atkins got 5 receptions on the game for 62 yards and a touchdown. Everybody's gonna eat in the offense, and that's the beauty of that. Was a great point, bro. The great offense is hard to stop no matter what level. Absolutely, he about to dial it up. And then you give him this many new players to dial up with and cook with. He finna cook. Thumbnail is A1. Yes, sir. The go-go is being used in the NFL, so of course it will work on the Power 4. Absolutely. And to that point, with an aggressive defensive coordinator like Seymour from Georgia Tech, so the defensive coordinator from Georgia Tech sees young quarterback Julian Lewis. The first thing they want to do is not let us get a running game established because they know if we allow a quarterback to get a run game going, then that's going to open up everything. We're going to have to we're going to have to stack the box, right? What happens if we get the running game going? We don't see a light box. We see 9 in the box now. So now that means 9 in the box. That's one-on-one somewhere. And what does the go-go offense love to do? Love to attack that mismatch because my wide receiver or my running back or my tight end is better than your defensive player. That's just how it is. And I'm going to make sure of that by the personnel I put on the field and who I scouted and who I know. I know that dude struggles on corner routes. I know your safety can't cover good on digs. I know your defensive end, when he drops out into zone coverage, ain't going to be able, he going to miss that first time. So, yeah, they're going to dial it up. If it would have kept it, I'd say it's solid. But the facts they let Marion go, I don't know about it running through the Big 12 for sure. Now, I think him bringing it to the first time to the Big 12, him having, of course, listen, he went 7-5 last season. How's the go-go offense went undefeated and won every single game? No, a good defensive coordinator is always going to be able to put a wrench in it. It's just like a sparring match, bro. It's just like a basketball match. You got to have your waves. You're going to have your drives where you're doing good. You're going to have drives that stall out. It's just like you got to hit those big explosive plays. That's going to be the difference. Great point, Tim. Like Coach Marion said, this is our offense, not my offense. I'm pretty sure he's going to attack Juju straight. You got to, for sure. Juju is bro, we watched the film, bro. Juju is very good. He's not rattled. He's not shook. So he's going to be itching for those deep. He throws a great deep ball to his left. We've seen that with Omarion Miller. He'll throw a corner route very elite. He throws the fade route very elite to his left, over his left shoulder. Great fade route, great ball placement. Rolling to his right, that's when he likes to get the crossing routes over. So you can already see what his strengths are, right? He likes to throw out routes and stuff to the right because, that might just be opened up quick, and he likes to throw fades over his left shoulder. That's where he likes to dial it up. So with a great offensive coordinator, you get with your quarterback, and then you get the right wide receivers, the right running backs to run what you want to run for sure. It's going to do better than pass for total. I could see. Absolutely. For sure. Good point, bro. If the Buffs are good in the trenches, they will compete with any team. It's going to start in the trenches because that wasn't winning football that we played last season. Unfortunately, you can't come out on first down, run it, it don't work, throw for 2 more downs and punt. You got to stick with something, bro. Even if it's not working, stick to it, and eventually the dam will break. Eventually the flood will we'll find our crack. The difference is this season is the skill players and the different packages we're going to be rotating in. We're going to dial it up in the Big 12 right now. It's going to be a tough season because of I would have way super high optimism if it wasn't for our strength of schedule. We got a sucky ass strength of schedule, bro. Like they did us dirty this year, bro. One of 5 teams that's playing 11 Power 4 teams, bro. Especially our home games, them games that we supposed to be turned up in the locker room. Man, we gonna have to scratch tooth and nail to get them victory because we're playing some good teams. I'm not gonna jump on here and act like the teams we playing, they some scrubs. They not. We're gonna see some good football. There might be there could be a lot of unders that hit this season because of some good sound defense, and we might be playing good defense, and we got to be okay with that as fans. We got to be okay coming out of a 10-7 dogfight game and we got the W. It might not have been Juju threw for 400 or our running backs ran for 500, but we got the dub. You know what I'm saying? Juju can throw any spot. Just need that O-line to produce top 3 in the Big 12. Absolutely. We going against some dogs, bro. Like, man, teams got better, bro. God, I mean, we got better in the portal, but boy, some teams that we're facing this season got substantially better. And I'm not doubting my team. It's just like any opponent you see. Texas Tech would be Oklahoma. Texas Tech would be the OKC Thunder returning and us being like belt on the calendar. Now we facing that's like in the NBA, OKC Thunder. That's the Texas Tech of our conference. They're coming back. They got better. They got better recruits. Yeah, they lose some people. Yeah, so we just got to be like, we got to be up for that challenge. I want to see Juju under center this year. I think we may have great personnel for it. He'll be elite under center. Yeah. Let's catch him off guard. That's the beauty about football. That's the beauty about our program right now. We got the element of surprise, right? We got the element of surprise. People might not be it. We might catch a lot of people off guard. Boo will help Juju in the backfield. The teams will actually respect it in the box. Yeah, you high on Boo Carter being in that backfield, huh, TM? He can slide, though, bro. He definitely can slide for sure. Juju has to keep the ball a few times, keep the edge on us. Yeah, we watched this film the other day. He's sneaky fast. He's kind of like that Shador fast. When Shador wanted to get a first, he can get you a first. Is it going to be 30, 40-yard runs? 25? He'll get us 10 to 12 to 14 if it's wide open field. He can get us a dub. He can get us a dub. But I think he makes our offense better when he's mobile. It brings another element, like the running back last season the quarterback last season for Sac State he was like the second. He ran for 400. So they had 1,000-yard rusher, 2 500-yard rushers, and his quarterback ran for 400 yards. So I think it's going to be a slight tweak this season, but that's a way to catch Georgia Tech by surprise. Does Georgia Tech think that we're going to have design runs for Julian Lewis? No. So let's come out and, show them that we can dial it up. Take the strongest approach to win, bucket right, and roll, sprint him out. Oh, yeah. He's going back home. He's going to Georgia. I was listening earlier. I learned from everybody. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything. Of course, Coach Prime's going back to Atlanta, where it all started, where he got drafted. But then you got Juju going back home. It's going to be a student section filled with all his old high school coaches, teammates. It's going to be a big game for him. And it's also going to be his coming out party as who he is as a quarterback. Julian Lewis is a former 5-star early enrollee, 1-on-1s, them camps, Elite 11 camp, Under Armour all them all-American high school players. Like, he has a very high ceiling on him. So this could be Georgia Tech game could be the game that we need for our push for QB1 in the conference. I know we got some great quarterbacks, Brendan Sorsby, but as far as like potential, who he's supposed to be, let's get it. Yep, the Buffs need that rushing presence with Juju if they going to shake something for real. Yeah, I mean, what Brendan Marion was able to dial up already with Sac State, look at what he did in the Big West Conference, bruh. Look what he was number 3 in the FBS, and I want to say touchdown scored or total yards rushing, and just his mixture of his the ball carriers. 1,000-yard, but now Marion will find a guy if he's cooking. We might see our first 1,000-yard rusher in Boulder. Oh, we're probably going to see our first 1,000-yard rusher in Boulder before we see our 1,000-yard receiver. How y'all feel about that? We're going to see a 1,000-yard rusher this year before we see a 1,000-yard receiver. What y'all think? Let me know something, bro. Let me know something, fam. I think we're going to see our first 1,000-yard rusher this season before we see our first 1,000-yard receiver. What y'all feel about that? I think if there's any 1,000 on offense, it's going to be a rusher. On GODZ, I think it's going to be rushing. I think we're going to have a running back go for 1,000 yards this season, bro. No cap. No cap. We're going to have a running back go for 1,000 yards this season, bro. What y'all think? Y'all think we're going to have a 1,000-yard wide receiver or a 1,000-yard running back this season? What y'all think? Let me dial this up real quick. Dude. Yeah, I think we're gonna have 1,000-yard receiver this year. I mean, 1,000-yard rusher. Let me get that real quick. Hold on. Cook this up. You know me. I love this offseason, but just like last season, what? Nah, bro, be cool. I ain't trying to switch shit. Nah, be cool. The hell? All right, there we go. Let me get here. All right. Yeah, let's do that. Boop, boop. All right. Let me see. I agree, but we don't want Juju running too much, maybe 4 to 5 times per game. Juju not built to take many hit. Yeah, nah, absolutely. He just has to be the thought of him being able, if I pull this, if this end come crashing in and I pull this, that end better know I'm out of there. You feel me? Like I'm gone. I see a lot of some of you guys have been here for a while, and I salute you guys. 1,000-yard running back. Ooh, Darrell said 1,000-yard receiver and 1,000-yard running back. Let's go. I'm with that. Yes, sir. Say no more, bruh. Say no more. So, some of you guys have been here with me for a while. You've seen this already, so bear with me. But there are some people here who hasn't seen my complete transfer portal breakdown with PFF grades. So, if you're here for the first time and you're seeing this, I got to put you on game real quick, right? Oh, damn, I can't even do it like that. I just got hella juice, and then I can't even do it the way I wanted to do it. That's crazy. All right, so Danny Scudero, right? I got their PFF grade, what they did in college, portal ranking, all that. So if it's your first time here, I do the live reviews. I break down the go-go offense. I cover the transfer portal. I scout at Georgia Tech. I react to other people's channels. I kind of pride myself on just being like well-balanced. I do reaction videos when they're available, you feel me? But I can sit on here and talk football all day though. Best believe we getting a run K rusher for sure. So if this is your first time, if you haven't seen our complete transfer portal, we got Scudero 2025. 88 passes for 1,291 yards, 10 touchdowns. Second team All-American honors. We was the fastest San Jose State wide receiver to reach 1,000 yards in 8 games. Bro was going crazy. He was a 3-starter ranking in the portal. He was the number 39 wide receiver in the portal. I think that's a little too low for him, especially on leading the whole, college football in receive. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that well too? Let me see. Check my phone. Let me see if you can see that. I can't see shit. Oh, let me see. All right, you got Damian Henderson. Say no more, bro. Hold on. Let's see, bro. All right, cool. Rush for 565 and 5 touchdowns on 91 carries, 6.1 yards per carry at Sac State in 2025. Previously spent the 2023-2024 season at Colorado State, 91 yards. So we played Damian Henderson before. If you've been around Lil Bucket, you probably seen we played Colorado State. I think in that crazy game in 2023 when we played them twice already at Colorado State, bro. So Damian Henderson was on the Colorado State team we was funking with. Reunites with CU offensive coach Brendan Marion, who coached him at Sac State. Former 3-star recruit, number 30 running back nationally out of high school, considered a solid portal pickup, though not individually that high ranking, right? I can't even put the link, but Juju is the number 3 ranked quarterback in college football in 2026. Ooh, say no more. Marcel Reed and Arch in front of him. Say less. Good. Hey, appreciate that news, Bucket. For sure. Cooking like always, bruh. All right. One of the most anticipated picks of 2026 pickups is Cam Perry, right? College stats and PFF. In 2025 at Miami, Ohio, Perry led the team with 43 receptions for 976 yards and 6 touchdowns, averaging 22.7 yards per catch. He earned first team All-MAC and posted a 78.2 PFF receiving grade. Not bad. Third among all MAC wide receivers. 4-star ranking by Rivals in the transfer portal and a 3-star rating by 247. He is rated as a number 27 wide receiver and number 217 overall transfer, as 247 had a number 39 wide receiver, number 163 in the portal. Motivated said that's cap. Oh, bro, Motivated's on D-man. I think you met your match with Bucket, though, bro. You calling for it. You going to get what you looking for, Pop. Telling you right now. Motivated, you going to get what you looking for in this chat, brother. I'm telling you right now, P. On everything, though. All right, we got Yamil Talib, edge from Charlotte. In 2025 at Charlotte, Talib, nephew of Pro Bowl. So this is for, we got some people who have just joined for the first time, so I want them to be able to see this. Instead of them having to go back and see this, I've spent a lot of time on this too, breaking down this whole PFF grades and stats and all that, so I do not mind talking about this. Nephew of Pro Bowler Akeem Talib recorded 28 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 1 interception, a forced fumble as a redshirt freshman, was a walk-on at Oklahoma State in 2024 before transferring to Charlotte. Unrated out of high school, but considered a 3-star transfer, so production doesn't jump off the screen. The production doesn't jump off the screen, but at the same time, anytime you are any family with Talib, I know you got a little bit of crash out in you for sure. You could, that's one thing you can bet. That's a fact. Oh, what's going on, bruh? Let me see here. Lamont Lester Jr., edge, Monmouth FCS. As a redshirt freshman at Monmouth in 2025, Lester tallied 905 sacks. Bruh, production. So Lamont Lester Jr. is definitely what we're looking for coming from an FCS level. Almost, you might as well call it 10 sacks, right? What you round up. Give him double-digit sacks, 9.5 sacks, earning FCS freshman All-American and Conference Defensive Rookie of the Year honors. Definitely Lamont Lester is going to push to be on the edge. So yesterday when I couldn't think of his name, FCS win production, he was also first team All-CAA, the only freshman on the first team. Yeah, Puerto Rican 3-star transfer. I think, he's supposed to be, with this type of numbers, he should be ranked a little higher. Number 38 edge rusher in the portal, number 30, promising pass rusher with significant production at the FCS level. I like the edges, absolutely, bro. Lil Bucket ducking. Oh, what's going on, bro? Bucket, you ducking, bro? Jaquil Smith, somebody who comes over with Brendan Marion from Sacramento State. In 2025 at Sac State as a true freshman, Smith ran for 565 yards and 5 touchdowns on 91 carries, 6.7 yards per carry. He had a breakout 135-yard 2-touchdown game versus Weber State. Hey, Jaquil Smith already put belt on Weber State at Sacramento State last season. Coach Marion then dialed it up on Weber State already, bruh. True freshman, 135, 2 touchdowns on Weber State, belt, and even contributed on kick return. Smith earned an 81.4 PFF grade for 2025. Rated 3-star transfer coming out of high school 2025. He was a number 70 running back nationally. His explosive freshman year and freshman All-American honorable mention status make him a valuable pickup. He just got it. Oh, shit, what I did. He just got to get used to that. He got to get used to this. Shout out to Coach Hayes. Shout out to Coach Hayes. Leading rusher 2025, Welch, 385 yards. 2024, Augusta, 384, 23. Yeah, bro, we've been saying we're going to lean on the run for years, bro. But I'm here to say this is, if I had to bet my savings on it, we're going to get a 500. We're going to get multiple 500-yard rushers, bro, minimum. We're going to crack that 500 for sure. Yeah, Lil Bucket lost the bet and promised to shave his eyebrows if he lost. Bucket ain't been on since. Is he high? Is he ducking? Oh, Bucket, where you at, bruh? Motivated versus Bucket. Bucket, what's up, bruh? Motivated had me tight earlier, bro. He told me the whole team was going to quit. I ain't going to hold you. I wasn't tight, but I ain't never heard of that. But he redeeming himself right now. It's all good, bruh. Hey, get your stuff off in this channel. It's cool. I still miss Merritt and McPherson. McCoy was sad. Nah, for sure, bro. Absolutely. After he lost, he disappeared. Hey, keep it respectful, bro. There will be no bucket slander on this chat, bro. There will be no little bucket slander in the chat, my boy. Balsamo Kamara, the guy who was staring at Coach Swayze, crazy. But since then, he's lightened up a little bit. Edge from Albany committed to us on January 4th, 2026. In 2025 at Albany, Kamara recorded 9 sacks, 38 pressures, and 41 tackles, grading 83.6 on PFF, the highest of any player on the team. I like that. 83.6 PFF grade, that's strong. 6'3", 275-pound rusher also earned third-team All-American Field Steal in the FCS. Portal rank at 3-star transfer, number 59 edge rusher in the portal. Kamara's productivity and experience, including 2 years at Temple earlier, add depth at CU's pass rush, right? Motivated, yeah. You should block Motivated. He is blocked by a lot of people he trolls. Motivated, you blocked a lot of places, bruh. You on your tour, bro? You on your chat? You going crazy in the chats? For sure, bruh. Okay. Dylan Manuel, D lineman from Appalachian State, 6'1", 300-pound D tackle. Manuel had 37 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 1 interception, great production, 19 quarterback pressures as a third-year sophomore at Appalachian State in 2025. So, Kurt Cignetti rule, boxes checked. He's a 4-year player, so that means he's older. He got to be at least 22, 23. Solid 73.1 PFL. Nice production. Manuel was a freshman All-American at Charleston Southern before Appalachian State. All right, unrated as a recruit at a high school 2024 class. What? I think I made a mistake right there. It can't be a 3-year starter in 2024. Manuel brings multi-stop experience and proven interior pass rush ability. Not a top portal name, but a productive rotational D tackle addition, right? Not necessarily. Let me see. Bucket Coach Hayes, a shaved eyebrow. He's on Demon. I saw Oregon not blow out Idaho at home a few years ago, and their season was just fine. This band motivated. He said, get him out of here, coach. He said, coach, get him out of here. All right, one of my favorites coming over this season, Nathan Mitchell, right? There's a lot of talk right now about the safety groups. I think I was talking to somebody earlier about who the starter is going to be. Now, let's take a look. Now, before you go look at Nathan Mitchell's film, I want you to take a look at his production real quick. 2025 at New Mexico State, Mitchell led the team with 93 tackles, 4 forced fumbles, and 3 interceptions. That's 93 tackles and 7 turnovers. Earning second-team All-Conference USA honors. He played safety and was a defensive leader for the Aggies. 3-star recruit as a transfer, not highly ranked nationally due to coming from a mid-major, but his production is undeniable. Mitchell's nose for the ball, 7 takeaways in 2025, brings immediate depth to CU secondary. He's my starter if you pair it with his film, for sure. He's definitely a starter for me when you pair it with his film. Oh, it's getting spicy in here. Not trolling, just stating facts. Idaho would beat Weber State. Okay. Jabari, what's good, bro? I just joined. What we talking about? What's up, brother? We going over the transfer portal class. A lot of, some people haven't been here. It might be their first, second time they didn't get to see. I broke down the entire transfer portal, PFF grades, production. Just don't want to have no surprises in 2026. Like, we just ain't going off of face value like, oh, we fixed it. We taking a look at their production, what they did in college, and they failed. How do you know? You don't. Don't get banned, bro. Clint Moses, don't get banned, bro. Motivated on a tour. Now, hey, going on a tour of chats and raising Cain is crazy work. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm weak, bro. That's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. That's wicked. That's wicked. Hey, yo, Common Sense Buffs in the building. If you haven't had a chance to check out his channel, go like, comment, and subscribe to Common Sense Buffs. Be putting out some heat, brother. Good to see you in here, my boy, for sure. As you can see, the chat is turned. Motivated came and turned up the chat. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to stay on topic, but it's litty. Toby Aneen, D lineman edge rusher, came over from North Dakota State. College stats in 2025 in North Dakota State. Aneen posted 8 tackles for loss. I like that. 7 sacks, 6 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble, and was credited with 38 pressures. He graded 83.7 on PFF, second best on the Bison defense. Over 2 seasons, he amassed 13 sacks and 71 pressures for the FCS powerhouse. Rated a number 3 transfer portal by 247 Sports, pegged in the number 21 edge rusher and number 187 overall in the portal. Aneen brings proven pass rush production and was among the top FCS transfers. Hey, we're checking the box there too. Kurt Signetti approach. Production with film, right? Wow, we only have 1 300-pounder on the D-line. Now we got big. You ain't seen Big Bro huffing and puffing from Baylor? Tuifunatu Lapala, whatever his name is, Big Oos. Yeah, we got Big Uso on the line. Big belt Oos. They can still put weight on Larry. Vibes, I think there's over 300 for show. What kind of, all right, it's getting juicy here. What kind of standard is that? Hopefully Prime not willing to let Weber State stay in the game. Yeah, I want to see one of them 68-0 games. You know, some of those college football games when you flip in the channel, you like, damn, like 72-0. I want to see something. I want a statement game this season for sure. I want a statement game for sure. Bro, what? I'm lost. Yeah. He instantly said, as soon as you jumped in, he said, bro, don't get back. I said, damn, what bro do? He ain't even breathed yet. I like the edge, the Indian. Yeah, not for sure. Tubi Aneen got it going. Nobody gonna be banned this open chat. Don't call me out my name, though. I'm gonna switch seats. I can't even keep that up. Bucky, you trying to get me took down, bro. Chill, bro. You trying to get say no more, gonna be say no longer, bro. What you got? They're gonna be like, we seen your chat last night. We have to remove you from YouTube. Manuel Ezago, he ran that 4.48. Hey, salute to James Madison's strength and conditioning class. Not only did England run a 4.4 handheld time, but Emmanuel Ezago, 4.48 he's a tweener though. He's an outside linebacker, D lineman. So in 2025 at JMU, Ezago notched 7 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble over 14 games, 185 defensive snaps. He earned a 65.3 PFF grade and logged 9 quarterback pressures in limited action as a freshman. So limited action means he didn't see the field a lot. So that's a little bit concerning coming over from James Madison. But when he did get in the game, he's a freak athlete, though, for sure. Freak athlete. Listed as a number 127 linebacker in the portal. Since he's a tweener, edge / offensive linebacker and number, yeah, that's crazy, Ray. Ezago is a young developmental pass rusher with 3 years of eligibility remaining. So Ezago adds to our young depth pieces, our freshmen and our sophomores. You feel me? Let me see what the chat going on. I can't even put that up. Telling you, Oregon, a team with unlimited resources, playing in front of their home crowd, had issues with Idaho. Yeah, sometimes there's those games where just teams that ain't supposed to give you problems. Appalachian State D-line a go. The Baylor not. Okay, for sure. Oh, the Appalachian D lineman is a go. The Baylor. Oh, yeah. We got some. We got to see how they transition. My only question this season is, where is the film? No film. Don't want to hear it for sure. Gotta have that FCS production with the tape. We got a lot of guys coming over with high profiles. They got good, height measurements and all that. But yeah, you definitely want to see production. Great point, Common Sense. Tell yourself, boy, you straight. It's spunky in here. What's the word, bro? It's up. I get more intel about the team than you do. Don't start. Okay, all right. Let me know some intel then. They throwing hands in the chat. Chat turn. Cool. You lame. Live your life. Do you? All right. Over here talking negative in the chat, talking about being lame. Oh yeah, the 370-pound Kai. Hopefully he can take some double teams against him. He better be able to take some double teams at 375, and we got to get him down to at least 340. If he is 375, a little bug is crazy. We got to get him down playing at 375, that boy might have a heart attack. I ain't gonna hold you. Tyler Moore, D lineman coming over from Coastal Carolina. A stout 5'10", 290-pound lineman. Moore had 9 tackles and 4 quarterback pressures in 2025 at Coastal, grading 72.3 on PFF, over 129 snaps. So he got on the field. You know, some of these guys coming over, they snap count is super low. I'm going to keep it always real on this channel, bro. I ain't going to tell you what you want to hear, but tell you what you need to know. He originally began at Tennessee State before transferring up. Not a headline portal name, right? Former 3-star high school recruit, but provides interior depth. More solid PFF grade and limited play suggests he was effective when he was on the field. So that's how they got me last year. That's how I looked, and we was 3-9. We didn't tap in and see who we got. We just took it on face value. It was just like, yeah, 2025 is our year. Belt. You feel me? So not fool me once, that's on me. Or on you. Fool me twice, that's on me. One of the biggest transfer portal names we got. I'm going to get to him here. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Is it? Yeah, where I go? I'm lost. Oh, there we go. Remember, I'm always turning up chats because I want to see how spreads the most BS. That's crazy. I ain't going to hold you. You want to... He said he turns up every chat. Me personally, I just say put on the gloves, y'all, too. Hey, right. I didn't see him for sure. Willie G, what's the word? Y'all say what's good to Willie G. What's up, bruh? What's the word? That Samoan dude need to lose more weight, bro. Can barely move it. Hey, bro, he was up there. Boy, Swayze was putting that belt on that boy. Trust me, Swayze been working that big boy behind the scenes. Pause. That was crazy. I believe that up. That's crazy, Cam Duncan. Swayze been working that big boy behind the scenes is crazy. I had to pause that, bro. I'm sorry. Swayze been working that big boy. But I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. But that was crazy, though. You don't be mad. That was crazy. Lamprin was a team captain. That was crazy, bro. Lamprin was a team captain at Bowling Green. One of our biggest transfer portal pickups is Gideon ESPN Lamprin for sure. Like his film, only thing I'm going to say about him is he's not a thudder. He's more of a like arm tackler guy. He gets a lot of tackles, don't get me wrong. 119, 54 for loss. But in the Big 12, you're going to have to come up. You're going to have to take on that O-lineman or that guard or that tackle, shed him, and you're going to have to. So my only concern from and seeing his size, pause, he's a little bit smaller than I thought. Pausing, I ain't gonna pause everything, but I want to see. Now he's done good every program he's been at, so he definitely got the production behind it. 119 tackles, 54 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles in 2025. He earned first team All-MAC and an impressive 86.4 PFF grade. We got us one of them ones, the highest on his team in 2025. Previously a 2024 FCS All-American at Dayton as well. Number 40 linebacker in the portal. Lamprin's experience and productivity make him a likely immediate contributor at linebacker. I agree. For sure. I agree. Gideon ESPN is one of them, bro. Santana Hopper, D lineman from Tulane. In 2025, Hopper had 39 pressures, 31 tackles, 4.5 sacks, plus a fumble recovery. He was actually Tulane's highest graded defender on PFF. That's a good thing among regulars, and a former 4-star recruit. So considered a 4-star transfer by rivals. So number 3 D lineman in the portal, number 83 overall player. 247 Sports still lists him as a 3-star, number 15 D line. So you can see when it comes to rivals and 247, who knows, right? And somebody back there saying 3-star, somebody saying 4-star. It's opinionated. Hopper brings power 4 size, 6'2", 265, and was one of the most coveted D-line transfers, right? So we won at D-line in the portal for sure. That's one place we for sure won at, is we fixed our D-line, bro. We got it back where it's supposed to be. Yeah, it got wicked for a second. I ain't gonna hold you. That was crazy. You know what they mean? I know. It was crazy. So go back and read it. Swayze's working it behind the scenes. I'm sorry, but that was funny. That was funny, bro. I needed that laugh, bro. I needed that laugh. Yeah, the 2024 team was just as talented, if not more loaded. Plus, new quarterback this season. Yeah, I think 7-5 Sixer cents. If that's not if that's negative, okay. Nah, bro. Like you can say what you want to say. I'm not one of them that's gonna come at. I'm not gonna come after you if you say how you feel. That's the problem with. That's the problem we got with college. We can never be scared to say what we feel a team's gonna be because we feel like somebody's gonna come for me because I don't say they're going to go undefeated and go to the national championship. That's crazy, bro. Come on, this is football we talking. You good here, bro? Hey, this chat's lit. You get your stuff off, bro. Let's just keep it respectful. In one of the well-off media videos, you saw Swayze tell him he's gonna get you right. Yeah. Now he did say that. He did say that. The more you say it, though, it just making me laugh even more because I can't get what you first said out of my head now, and then now you double back with in one of the well-off media videos. You saw Swayze telling he would get it right. Oh, bro, my bad, bro. My bad, bro. That's funny, bro. Bro said we can have that boy. No, look. Then he doubled back, bro. He said Swayze been working that boy out behind the scenes. And then he doubled back and said, in one of the well-off media videos, you saw Swayze tell him I'm gonna get you right. I'm sorry, bro. That shit got me crying right now, bro. I'm sorry. My bad, bro. I hope so because the D line against the Big 12 was looking scary. Nah, for sure, Larry Lightfoot. That's a great point, bro. Especially in the later seasons, it's gonna take a solid O line and a solid D line to win us the game. The Texas linebacker and the freshman I'm rocking with, Lamprin second string is solid. Okay, yeah. I mean, it has to transition. You talking about Carson Crawford, or are you talking about Hood? They both of our freshman linebackers, they got good build on them. I ain't gonna hold you. Damn, that shit had me weak, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Tyler Martinez is a linebacker to watch. He has the measurables. He was having a great season before a season injury in 2025. Yeah, bro, coming off that knee injury. I think he has an opportunity to start for sure. I like Texas. The fact that we only get 2 linebackers on the field is going to be crazy in that 4-2-5 because I would like to see 3 linebackers if we could. Long as our linebackers can move sideline to sideline, I don't care about the D-line. Just contain and hold your gaps. Good point. Lamprin second string. What now? I can't take this guy seriously. I'm sorry, bro. Did Gideon say someone is second string? Somebody did say that. I ain't gonna. Someone said Lamprin second string with a freshman over him. As freshman, I ain't gonna hold you. Linebacker is one of the toughest positions to play as a freshman. You got to be able to shed that tight end, shed that tackle, shed that guard. Carson Crawford could take ESPN's spot. Ooh, wow, that's good competition, bro. This guy just said Lamprin with college production is second string to a freshman. Can we get a brain check? Nah, he ain't close yet. He has a lot of learning to do. Okay. Tyler Atkins at Texas starting over vets at linebacker, so it can happen. Yeah. You got to be one of them ones, though. You got to be. Bro, most middle linebackers I know ain't even all there, bro. They off a little bit. You got to be kind of lightweight. Your middle linebacker, you know what a middle linebacker has to be. You got to have a grown man at middle linebacker, bro. Your middle linebacker needs to be you know what I mean? It got to be the leader of the defense. ESPN is good at tackling, but how good is he doing at pass coverage? Yeah, that's why, I kind of seen on some depth charts, I seen Fontenette moving down to outside linebacker, which would be good because you don't have to take him off the field on third downs. He can transition straight into whatever coverage you need him to. Myers is better to me than Lamprin. For sure. Respect, bro. Respect. Yep, can't take you serious at all. You might as well say Caleb Mathis is starting. That's crazy. Caleb Mathis is starting is crazy. Hope Caleb Mathis sees the field, though. I hope Caleb Mathis sees the field this season. Hey, just what you was talking about, common sense buffs. Right on, bro. We got Tyler Martinez up next on the breakdown. So, Tyler Martinez, right? Linebacker from New Mexico State. You can see we've kind of established that New Mexico State defenders, right? We got Nathan Mitchell, we got Tyler Martinez, and we got Ezra Christensen, right? Am I right? We got 3 from New Mexico State. So we got a good relationship with guys coming over from New Mexico State. Martinez appeared in 36 games, 16 starts at New Mexico State over 3 seasons, totaling 96 tackles in 2024, led the team before an injury in 2025. He was a team captain and had a prolific high school career, 145 tackles, 7 sacks as a senior. Damn, he was on demon. A junior college product, rated 2-star in JUCO ranks, who became an all-conference FBS linebacker, not highly ranked in portal metrics, but Martinez adds veteran leadership, toughness, and is immediately eligible for 1 year. So this takes me back to those guys who got 1 year. They got 1 year to make something shake, bro. 1 year to get out there and do your dance. This is my starter for the season, though, for sure. Justin England, right? Justin England. Played in 26 games, 14 starts. Hold on, let me get that off. Get that off, bro. The freshman linebacker gonna have to be developed or rebuild every season. I like him to get reps. I didn't say start, but that's me for sure. Retain the players and build. Yep. And a college football trans. The great teams, the good teams that are going to be good next year, keep a lot of their guys. That is true. I'm going to keep it real on my channel. Losing your starter is nothing to be like, don't worry about it. We'll just fill it in. It don't happen all the time, bro. It didn't happen for us this season. It did not happen for us this season. We did not just replace what we lost in 2024. We suffered a lot on defense. We lost some key pieces either to the NFL, to the portal. Yeah, bro. So being able to build with starters, that what builds a team, bro. Like, it's hard to rebuild a team every year with guys meeting for the first time. You got to regain that brotherhood. You got to teach them how to play together. All that. It's always good to retain great players on teams if you're trying to get better. You feel me? That's just common sense for sure. That's a great point. Caleb Mathis better not ever touch that green grass. Why you always on my boy Mathis like that, bro? That's crazy. That's why it's ridiculous, because the guy is speaking crazy. Yeah, Martinez over ESPN. Okay, yeah. We've seen it last season. We've seen guys come over with crazy stats and crazy things they did at an FCS level. And I'm not saying it didn't transition. It just wasn't the same at a Power 4 school. And that's why we're looking at this stuff this year. It ain't going to be no surprises, bro. I'm not just going to go off of, oh, this is what he did in the portal. That was cool. Now let's take a little deeper look, bro. Let's see exactly who we get in this season. Not everything you can take for face value, bro, especially in college football. You can't just take stats. Sometimes stats is fluff, garbage time, super stats against weak teams, fluff stats against garbage opponents. You know what I'm saying? That stuff happens in college. I get the intel from this team, and what I'm hearing is Lampert is a big deal and more of a leader than Crawford is right now. Yeah, coming out of high school, it's hard to lead grown men when you just graduated or you ain't even graduated high school yet, for sure. Yeah, especially when you got 24, 25-year-olds, you better be able to bring, especially if they be like, man, what? You got to hold it down as a freshman. You got to earn your keep, for sure. Yep, I probably has K Mathis starting. Probably should listen to the person who has the intel dude before you looking crazy. Is there a linebacker named Salter on the team? Yep. Salter. Hey, Salter is a freak athlete. Not gonna hold you, just goes to show you, if everything was that bad with his brother the way it was, he would have dipped. He would have not have came back and played for Coach Prime Deion Sanders at all. But at the same time, when you didn't get no film last season, you better stay your butt where you at, bro. You might get lost in that portal, boy. Now, saying he didn't test the portal, but was his phone ringing off the hook? I mean, what did he do in 2025? Not just facts. He didn't see the field like that to try to hit that portal and risk being stuck in that portal with the other thousands of players. So, and salute to Coach Prime for letting him stay and letting him get an opportunity to graduate. That's one thing Coach Prime do. You know, there might be some players that are asked to leave. Salter might have been not one of them guys who was making making some big deal behind the scenes or causing, stirring up the locker room. He might have been he could have been a good teammate, somebody who works hard, kept his head down, stayed positive. Those are the type of guys you can say, hey, come on back. Lil Bucket, Coach Hayes still waiting on you to shave your eyebrows since you said Colorado would win 8 games last year. You lost a bet and over here hiding. Go They coming to find you. Gone Junkie 44. Bucket been in witness protection. What you on, bruh? They coming for you, bro. What kind of bets you out here making? I like England to start. Hey, I do too, bro. I love his film, bro. And he's the type of corner that we're looking for. Confident. He get that ball. He tried to take it to the house. He just ran that 4-4. Good size on him. Salter is moving to DN. And yes, there's a linebacker named Salter. Yeah, I heard about Salter moving to DN. That could be a good move for him, bro. That could be a good move for him. Little Bucket be talking BS. They on your top, Bucket. Glad DJ left. Yeah, I mean, DJ McKinney, for me, it was his opportunity to do what Colton Hood did for Tennessee last season. God, I wish we kept Colton Hood. Oh, that shook up. I mean, because Coach Prime did such a good job getting cornerbacks up there who are really like that. So now you can see we got two corners that are going to go back to back. So people talking about Colorado not putting out corners, crazy. Colton Hood, I don't care what he did at Tennessee. He would have did the same thing at Colorado if he stayed and been in the. Now all I'm saying is that 2 years back to back, we have players who were at Colorado that are about to be in the that are getting drafted. Motivate made a new account. Oh, is that it? You should see Talking Boy singing. Nah, bro, we ain't gonna get on TMB like that, bro. What you mean, Pop? Mathis will get a few touches because Marion will run wide receiver by committee. Oh yeah, he gonna dial it up, bro, for sure. Motivated. Why are you scared to talk again? He said, I'm back. DJ was mid, bro. Nah, he had his opportunity to do his dance as a number one corner. He had his opportunity. That's all you can ask for in college football is an opportunity. It's all about what you do with it. I mean, at the end of the day, the team could be this and that, but them boys were still trying to run it up on us, and they were still throwing the ball. They wasn't showing no respect. So he had his opportunity to make plenty of plays for sure. But salute to DJ. I hope he goes and does this thing at Notre Dame, and I hope he pans out and lives up to his potential. England played in 26 games, 14 starts at JMU, logging strong coverage stats. In 2025, he allowed just 51.4% completions and earned a 75.1 PFF grade with only one penalty all season. They had him the number 53 quarterback in the portal. There must have been some dogs in the portal. England is a fundamentally sound corner who would push for snaps a second. Now, watching his film, he plays a lot of off man. So Coach Prime just came out and said, we lining up and we pressing. So, when you play to a corner strength, that could be the best Justin England we see. Is he the strongest press corner guy? We're going to see. Mr. 4-3 himself. Former Texas A&M signees track star, 10-2 and 100-meter sprinter. Campbell transferred to Sacramento State and led the team last season with 37 receptions for 755 yards and 8 touchdowns. In 2025, he averaged a whopping 20.4 yards a catch. That's crazy, bro. 20.4 yards a catch is going and set school freshman records for yards and big plays. Not yet rated by 247 at the time. Campbell's elite speed and production as a freshman make him a potential big play weapon for Coach Prime's offense. Anytime you got Ernest Campbell on the field, leave him one-on-one if you want to. You're going to find out. Now, here's the guy I've been getting a lot. He's been getting a lot of love. Bip spread all that goofy talk that Coach Prime ruined Salter and calls all that drama looks like all that talk was trash. His little brother stayed. That's all I'm saying. I love to I watch everybody's channel, bro, and everybody get your stuff off. But he's here. He's back in Colorado. So to me, I'm saying if they did your brother that dirty, I know I got brothers, bro. Anybody who do my brother slimy, dirty, or any team that's I'm gone. But again, just the opportunity to say, hey, bro, I don't want, they could be like, hey, listen, bro, don't go get lost in that portal, bro. Stay here. You know what I'm saying? You can compete. You know what I mean? So salute to them and salute to him for staying. You feel me? I mean, but he could have left. He didn't have to stay. We all know how great Buffett Hoop is for sure. All right, so getting a lot of talk about Creed Thomas. There's a lot of talk about Creed Thomas. Thomas played in 3 games for Notre Dame in 2025, right? preserving his red shirt. So he redshirt, logging 30 defensive snaps and allowing 0 catches on 2 targets. With a 68.8 PFF grade and limited action, a former 3-star recruit, he has 4 years of eligibility left. So, man, he's a freshman. So Creed Thomas is a freshman. So this is how we can look deeper into what we're building. Our freshmen and sophomores are looking nice, bro. We got a nice freshman and sophomore class. So there's no pressure on Creed Thomas to start. Now, if he like that, then he can start as a true freshman, but he's a true freshman. I'm pretty sure when we roll out the ball in 2026, it's going to be an upperclassman out there, bro, unless one of these Preston Ashleys or Creed Thomas just go crazy and they're just lighting it up in camp. I think we're going to go with some guys who are a little bit older, who kind of been through the fire a little bit more and have a little bit more hate. That's just me personally. Thomas was a heavily recruited Arizona prep star and brings upside and long-term cornerback prospects. So a lot of these guys that we're picking up for long-term. Like, this is a 4-year plan. This is a 2-year plan. Of course, we're getting guys with the expectations to come and like plug and play immediately right now, come and play. But some of these guys we're building for long-term. You know what I mean? Salter just came into the wrong offensive scheme. Shermer is not a good OC for mobile quarterback. I bet you Salter will cook. Salter will go crazy in the go-go, bro. And he got a rocket arm. I ain't gonna hold you. That's why I think he's definitely CFL material. Now he got to learn how to not like that blitz thing. Now he got to develop in being able to settle down during when they bring the blitz. Audible and blitz, bro. Like, you don't need an offensive coordinator for them showing you, bro, they're blitzing. Hot check, quick slants, quick out, quick stops. It don't take an offensive coordinator for you to check out of that, though. Because they had the blitz on Salter, and they still had 17-yard routes running down the field. By the time they coming down and they break, Salter is throwing the ball out of bounds or he's already sacked. So, yeah, they could have did a lot better job last season with that. He could be a sleeper. I like his work ethic for sure. That's a good point. Sometimes second string come on strong late in the season. That's a good point as well, bro. Absolutely. You got Creed Thomas right there. Appreciate y'all being in here too, bro. We've been in here for a minute. If you can hit the thumbs up, we about to get into the interior O lineman. We got Taj White coming over from Rutgers. 6'5", 308-pound tackle guard who made 11 starts for Rutgers in 2025, mostly at right tackle. So he allowed no sacks in the Big Ten play and graded 66.1 on PFF. Over 755 snaps last season. So that boy got it in last season. In 2024, he started 9 games, 5 at left guard, 4 at right tackle with a 64.9 PFF grade. So he's been getting better every season. He wasn't rated in the transfer portal at the time. He was a 3-star recruit out of high school and brings versatility with experience at multiple O-line spots. So White got some good numbers. Salter should have went to Georgia Tech out of high school. Yeah, he would have been. He could have did his dance over there. I don't know what made him choose Colorado. I really don't know what made him say, hey, look at that offense over there. I could go over there and go crazy. I don't know what made him choose Colorado. I don't know what made it. I don't know if they thought they were gonna redo the 2024 show, like they were gonna come out and sling it, but they didn't have that. They just didn't. It wasn't right. That wasn't it. Wilson, the younger brother of quarterback Zach Wilson, started as a true freshman. Salute to Darius Sanders. Said he threw a touchdown on Travis Hunter for Utah. That's respect. Started as a true freshman at Utah in 2024 after injuries hit the court. I remember that game. He passed for 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns in 2024. So he's been there, done that. He played Colorado. In 2025, Utah's offense shifted to a run heavy and his opportunities were limited. So look how that happens, bro. In one season, you could throw for 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns. And then the next season, they switch to a run-based offense and they bring in guys and you replace. That is the brutalness of college football. So we got to start giving these transfer portal guys a little bit more grace. You got to start giving these players, when they take matters in their own hands and they see you can switch your coordinator and switch your scheme now that you got me here and it's whatever, right, with me. You don't care about my trajectory, what happens to me. You could just switch your scheme and you brought me here saying we're going to do this, and then you just go to a run-based option and bring in your run-based quarterbacks and then push me to the back. So salute to guys that are jumping in the portal. If it don't fit them, they can leave now. There used to be times players who were just stuck in their situation, bro. They couldn't do nothing. You get recruited, and then once you there, you stuck. You feel me? So, yeah, we got Wilson. So, Wilson, we know if it comes down to it, Wilson can get it done. He threw for 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns in 2024 in the Big 12. So, we know that he can get it done. Josh McCormick, we already know the kicker from Grambling. I ain't going to go too deep, pause into the quarterback, the kicker. But we got a kicker from Grambling. McCormick is a well-traveled kicker, ex-Oregon State and William and Mary. And I just hope the O-line coaches get this O-line right. It could make the difference between having a winning season. Everything's going to start there, Darrell. Everything's going to start with the O-line. Everything comes down to the O-line. The O-line sets the tone for the game. The O-line should be having fun. The O-line should be coming back to the huddle talking about, hey, let me get a turn. Let me get a turn. Pancake. It has to be belt. Dominating O-lines win games, bro. When they laughing, when the D-line is giving their best and they laughing, they just shift and they're on one accord. They pulling, they plowing at the second level. They're reaching the safeties. They're getting to the linebackers. Man, let's get the thumping, bro. Let's get to hitting for sure. Josh McCormick in 2025 at Grambling, he went 6 of 10 on field goals, long of 52, and 7 of 8 on PATs. He also blasted 34 touchbacks on 49 kickoffs. What? I'm talking about. My site looks suspicious. Wilson could manage if Juju needed. Oh, yeah, absolutely, for sure. What the hell are you talking about? Talking about my page looks suspicious. Your page looks suspicious, bro. All right, Javon Richardson. Appreciate y'all being in here, too. If you've seen this before, bear with me. We got some guys, some people who haven't seen the transfer portal breakdown that I did. Went in depth, PFF grades, portal rankings, stats. If they have film, we went over the film. Javen Richardson, tackle from Missouri, 6'6", 313-pound tackle. Richardson played 2 seasons at Mizzou. After a JUCO stint in 2025, he started 2 games at left tackle, logging 197 snaps with a 61.4 PFF grade, 0 penalties. Prior to Mizzou, he was a top JUCO offensive tackle in Hutchinson, I want to say Carolina. At a JUCO, he was highly regarded as a number 3 offensive tackle, transfer nationally as an FBF transfer. 247s ranked him number 15 tackle in the portal. Richardson has 2 years left and adds competition at tackle with his large frame and JUCO pedigree. Right, moving right along. Appreciate y'all if y'all still here. Let me see. What's the word? I swear if we have a kicker this season as a captain, I'm done. Hey, ain't no way. I like the size and depth on the O-line for sure, Larry, for sure. We got an average of our average is like 6'4", 6'5" on the line for sure. This is my starter right here. I love his feet, love his film, love what he was able to do coming over from the SEC or coming over from Texas. Leona LaFou played in 1,014 defensive snaps over 3 years at Texas, mostly at middle linebacker, right? In 2025, he started 12 games, 11 at middle linebacker, and was a key run stopper on the Longhorns with 62 total tackles. He's the number 7 linebacker in the portal. He's the number 108 overall. Rival views him as a high 3-star. LaFou was a 4-star out of Hawaii and brings 1-year eligibility. He should be competing for a starting. Yeah, I want an Uso at linebacker for sure. Gunner gonna have to pull this together. This group seems stronger overall with the O-line personnel. For sure, best linebacker in the group. Yeah, right now I love LaFou just to lock him in. If he does what he did at Texas, he should be good to go. The best linebacker on the squad to me. I think that's kind of like a sweeping score right there. I think we're all on the same page there. Cedric Smith, 6'4", 320-pound nose tackle. So there goes another 300-pound guy, Larry Lightfoot. We got a 6, so that looks like 3 we got on the D-line over 300. Smith is 6'4", 320-pound nose tackle who played 121 snaps in 12 games at Maryland in 2025, recording 5 tackles. He added depth on the Terps D-line after previous stops at South Carolina State and Alabama A&M. Listed as a number 200 D-line in the portal. That's crazy. Smith wasn't a headliner in the portal, but he has 2 years left and will bolster CU's interior D-line rotation with his size and experience for sure. Let me hurry up and get through this real quick. All right, the guy who's shaking up our DBs, the part of the belt crew for sure. Randon Fontenette, DB safety from Vanderbilt, right? Over 3 seasons. So TCU in 2022, then he transferred to Vandy for the last 2 seasons, right? Fontenette played 37 games and amassed 141 tackles, 14.5 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, 15 pass breakups, and defensive touchdowns, and a forced fumble in his career. In 2025 at Vandy, he graded 68.4 on PFF, over 790 snaps, a 4-star recruit. 247 has him the number 18 safety in the portal. Fontenette's experience, multi-year starter, and versatility as a box safety should allow him to slide into the role with outgoing safeties played for CU. Imagine if we kept Taufik Bayard, bruh. Imagine if we kept Taufik Bayard, Fontenette, Big Boo Carter. We will be cooking. I like the Maryland nose tackle over the Baylor. He can move better for sure. Now, Fontenette is starter for sure. He's already you already see him out there taking on that leadership role. He's in the front of the group in sprints. That's what Coach Prime, that's what Livingston is looking for this year. Emory Floyd, probably one of our most athletic corners we got. This, for me, I ain't gonna lie, Emory Floyd might be making a strong campaign. Who in the Bell crew, bro? We know who in the Bell crew, bro. Boo Carter, Fontenette, Nathan Mitchell. That's my 3 for now. That's my 3 for now. On tape, that's my 3. That's my 3 for now on tape. I can only go off of tape. Roll the tape, belt, for sure. Emory Floyd, DB cornerback coming over from Appalachian State with previous stops at South Carolina, a one-time SEC signee, right? So anytime you get a guy who signed with the SEC out of high school, that boy can ball. Floyd transferred to Appalachian State. Hardy stopped sleeping for sure. Floyd transferred to Appalachian State in 2025 and started all 12 games at quarterback, tallying 55 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception, 5 PBUs, and earning all Sun Belt honorable mention. He had only 2 tackles in 2 years at South Carolina prior. So, former 4-star recruit, as a transfer rated mid-tier, number 88 quarterback in the portal. Floyd has 2 years left and brings Power 5 athleticism plus proven FBS starting experience to CU secondary, right? Retaining last year's group, so this group gonna need to be, everything's gonna have to work. We can't afford for nobody not to work for sure. Big Bo Hughley. But I think that's a good place to end right there. We've been on for, about 2 hours right now. Appreciate all the love and support. I'll be back on here tomorrow. They might drop some videos. They're about to work it out in Boulder. There's a lot of offseason moves going on with Colorado. Appreciate everybody being in here. Bo Hughley, that's my left tackle. Yes, sir, for sure. Appreciate the chat as always, bro. Y'all always have it funny. I was weak tonight. It's all love in here, bro. Long as we keep it respectful, it's all good, bro. If not, it is what it is. All right, bro, I'm gone. Say no more. I'm going to see y'all in a minute. Gone.